Hello, Jessica Jorbix here, back for another review, and today I'm reviewing set number 76015. It's called the Doc Ock Truck Heist, has 237 pieces, 3 minifigures, and it retails for $20 in the United States. Now, the deal with this is that it's only available at LEGO stores across the US, and of course this is a 2014 LEGO Marvel Superheroes Ultimate Spider-Man set. And so now let's take a look at the packaging. So here's the box for the set. It is a really cool box design in particular. I know I say that with a lot of these superhero sets, but I like the background of this one, and the border makes this look a lot like a 2012 Spider-Man set, which there is only one of. And you can see the detail on the front is really cool. Like I said, the top shows Doc Ock right there in the Ultimate Spider-Man logo. And I forgot to show this in the Spider-Copter, but they still use the same artwork from that one, from the 2012 set and the 2013 sets with that Ultimate Spider Vector, I guess you could say. And then the back shows some of the play features with the bank truck and stuff like that, and street lamp and web slinging action. And the instruction booklet is just this one right here. And the comic is the same one from the Spider-Copter set, so nothing really special there. Okay, so here is Spider-Man, same one since 2012, which I'm really disappointed with. He does have some nice back printing, and I do like the printing on his headpiece. It's just, I'm really tired of this version. And you do get this little web sling right here, which you get in a lot of the Spider-Man sets. Or is it all of them? I'm not even entirely sure about that. We might actually get it in all the superheroes Spider-Man sets. And here is the guard. There's nothing really special about this one. It's essentially the same one we've seen in the DC superheroes line, but I believe this one might have a different facial printing. Still, I just really wish they would have made this maybe like a black guard. It would have added much more variation, and it would have made him a much more, I guess you could say, unique minifigure. But of course, they just went the lazy route and just put a regular peach guard that we've seen a lot of times. Still, it's nice to get this figure in another set, I guess a cheaper one, because we don't really get guards in cheaper sets nowadays. But not really impressive to me. Now, while those last two figures may have sound like I was really disappointed with them, which I was, this I'm really impressed by, and this is Doc Ock, and this version is actually different than the 2012 version. You can see I brought them right here, so no need for like a separate comparison video or anything like that. And you can see they're completely different. They have different hair pieces, different facial printing, and different legs and torsos. And just by a little bit, I like this version better, and I'll tell you why. But you can see his excellent torso printing and his excellent leg printing. And a really cool facial printing with this hair piece right here, which I haven't seen for a while, but it's been around for since maybe the early 2000s. I know they used it in the original Harry Potter line for Ron's hair. And you can see the back, he has this little, his octopus tentacles or whatever. And if you take that off, which connects through his neck, there's actually some really cool back printing too, as just like a generic lab coat, and I think that's what really makes this figure stand out. He has some amazing torso printing and some really awesome leg printing. So you can see the torso printing like that. It's actually kind of shiny, so there's like a silver finish on there, which looks great if you ask me. And he has a double-sided face, which you can see his face, he's like really kind of, as you can say, glad right there, and here he's kind of angry. And for his little leg printing right there, which is probably the best part of this minifigure, it's really detailed. It's kind of like an extension of his lab coat, and I can see that being extremely useful. So I'm really kind of impressed with this minifigure, and I think the printing on his torso and his legs really make this minifigure just a little bit better than this version, because this version didn't have any printing on his legs, and his torso printing, while pretty cool, isn't as good as this one, because this one is very, very detailed. And this one, though, I really like the face a little bit better because he looks much more menacing. This one looks a little bit more geeky, I guess you could say, but this one probably has a much broader use than this version's face from 2012. So this is an excellent minifigure, and you can see his little octopus attachment right there. Of course, it connected on his neck. And that's it for this minifigure, and now onto the set itself. Okay, so here are the builds of the set. You got this little bank truck right here, and then you got this little lamppost with a little spider web right here. So for the first build of the set, which is this little lamppost with the spider web, it's not really that like intricate of a build, but it's really just a throw-in with the set. You get this nice little lamppost right here, which sticks onto the platform quite well. You get some mason bricks right here. You get this big spider web piece right here. Let me just put that right back on like that. and just a little platform like that. So there really isn't much detail here, but the main play feature of this part right here is actually kind of clever. You put Spider-Man kind of like this, and you push this back, and let me see. You push it back like that, and he should be able to fly off. Let me see. Yeah, it doesn't really work like the best, but it's nice to see them trying new play features other than the regular flick and fire missile play feature that we've seen so many times. So there you go. It works quite decent, but you have to really kind of focus hard on it and put all your weight on it. But that's really it for that, and the main part of the build is actually really impressive. That's this bank truck right here. You can see they actually use some stickers where it says secure transport and locked hatch right here, which is quite obvious. Why would they put that there? Locked hatch. Okay, it's locked. But there's some nice details on here. Like, I like how they put these little Technic pins here because it makes it look pretty cool. And they did the same right here, just adding like kind of a different structure to what we've usually seen in trucks and stuff like that, with these pieces used this way. And the way you could open up the top, you can't like lift it up because literally there's 4 little bank deposits right here, and then there's the main part where you put the truck driver. And so you just lift it up right here on this hatch. It's on a little hinge like that, and it opens perfectly like that. The only problem is inside here, it's quite hard to get the minifigure to stay because they use one of those pieces right there, you know, the piece that has basically kind of like a tile middle and then a stud on both sides. That's a 1x4. They use that piece, so it's hard to get the truck driver to stay in correctly because he only has room for those 2 studs on the left. But oh, you see he fit quite well right there, and that almost spoiled the play feature on the back. So yeah, that actually went really well that time, and he fits in there quite perfectly. You can open up the side doors like that, and there's the same thing on this side right here with the side doors and the stickers that say secure transport and then locked hatch. On the front, there's a little license plate sticker right there, and there's this kind of grill detail where they use these poles right here and then some of the grill pieces, which is really cool. And then here's the bottom and the side and the back. And what you're supposed to do right here is stick these little bank transport boxes in like that, and that kind of makes the roof of the thing. So if you put it upside down, it's going to fall out unless you don't hold it down. So you can see there's 4 of those right there. There's 2 here, and then there's 2 right here. And those kind of fit quite well, but like I said, if you tip it over, they're going to fall out. So what they have is a little play feature right here where if you push this down, they all fly up like that. And it works quite well. I mean, it is a pretty well thought out play feature because unlike, say, the little lamppost part with the web, it actually flips over. And you get 4 of these boxes, and each box has a kind of a different container. I mean, I know 2 of them have these $100 bills, which are these 2 right here. But some have like a crystal. Let me see. Yeah, these 2 have 2 diamonds, 2 clear diamonds, which you can see right here. And those fit in quite well. And then the last one has this little gold piece right here. And like I said, we're getting a lot of this. I said that in another recent review. I think it was one of the Mixel reviews. And inside you can see there's really not space for anything else. And the bank boxes are supposed to be put there because it would look really kind of empty without that. But still, it is a very sturdy build and everything like that. There's nice details on the back with these little lights. And on the front, like I showed you, with the grill. So it is actually a really cool build. I do like it. It has some nice play features, but it could also be used in just a regular Lego city because it fits in quite well despite being a superhero set. So that's it for this truck. One last look. You can see the side right there, front right there, side like that, then the back, bottom, top, and then the opening hatch right here, which you open like that, and you can see there's some lights right there. So that's it for this bank transport truck, and then now onto the final verdict. Overall, this is a pretty cool set. I really do love the build, and I love the Doc Ock minifigure, but the 2 other minifigures aren't anything really exciting. It would have been really cool to get a variation on the guard that's more exciting. Like I said, they could have easily made him a black minifigure, and that would have been much, much cooler. And of course, it would have been awesome to get another variation on Spider-Man. I'm really tired of this version of Spider-Man. I mean, like I said in my Spider-Copter review, we've been getting this version since 2012. It's getting really tiring. Anywho, like I said, the build itself is really strong. I do like the bank truck, and the street lamp is actually really cool too, as a nice throw-in. All this clocks into 237 pieces, which is great for $20, even though you're only getting one exclusive minifigure. So it really does remind me a lot of the 2002 to 2004 Spider-Man set, you know, like the original line of Spider-Man sets. I don't know, the build gives like that feeling away. That's not a bad thing, because I used to love those that line of sets. I had a few of them. So I do rate this set a B+. I think it is really cool, and it's probably going to be a really kind of popular seller for little kids. But it's just the minifigures, if they included maybe some different variation, it would have been much better of a value, if you know what I'm saying. But still, I do like the build, and I love the Doc Ock minifigure. That's it for this review, and I will see you guys later. Bye.